And we should be all good to go. I just gotta, of course, double check everything on my end. But welcome everybody to another episode. I'm too used to being on video and not on stream. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, everybody. Welcome everybody to another episode. I'm too used to being on video and not on stream. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, everybody. Forgot that that's gonna come off as a echo. Just remembered that. Literally just remembered that, and I remembered that I muted this too. Now we're all good. Now we are all set. So, okay. Last time we were doing this, what did we do? We wrote our first poem, we joined the club, and the chat was highly in favor of Yuri. So that's the way we're headed to begin things. We'll go the way of Yuri, I believe. This is where we started. Second poem. Key point I do want to make, though, before we get really into this. I will more than likely not remember half of the ways to do any of these voices that I did in the last stream. So if they sound at all different, don't blame me. Okay, let's get to writing some poetry here. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I almost second-guessed that poems were poetry. Pleasure, boop, sticky, fallible, dream, firefly, agonizing wrath, oh, dear Lord. Well, there's about 3 of these. That could be Yuri. I'm pretty sure it's agonizing. Yeah. Figured as much. Captive, vivid, sunny, nature, destiny, frightening, shame, email, happiness, fantasy. Frightening? Yep. Existence, hope, sensation, summer, fear. Never mind. I gotta read through all of them before I make a decision, apparently, because I'm gonna be wrong if I don't. Saying nibble, dark, lost, pout, universe, vanilla, memories, kawaii, and skirt. That's the only. I mean, I get it. I understand. I know. Sayori, why all that's there, but come on. Imagination, nightgown, pain, dazzle, bubbles, parfait, scars, shiny, amazing, heartbeat. I know scars is Sayori because I picked that last time. It's gotta be pain, right? It's gotta be pain. I probably clicked pain last time, and that happened as well. Melancholy, bliss, disown, blanket, vacation, anger, incongruent, secretive, desire, holiday. Melancholy? No, secretive. Yep. That's using the big brain. That is, using that big brain. Headphones, bed, uncanny cheeks, embrace grief, death. See, now it's not death. That's Sayori. That's totally Sayori. Grief. Judgment? Judgment. I'm feeling judgment. Or is it uncanny? I'm feeling judgment. I was right. I was right. I trusted my instincts that time and it worked. Lucky unending covet. After image mouse adventure aura ocean vibrant puppy. Ooh. See, this is the issue. You two are very similar with your words that you like. Because unending could be both of them. It could literally be both of them. I'm literally just looking at unending. It's not mouse. Is it aura? Not gonna lie. Did not think that was... I'm amazed. Twirl, breathe, sunset, clumsy, wonderful together. Beckle. Graveyard, unstable, beauty. Ooh, unstable could be it. She's the quiet one. I'm gonna go unstable. I trusted my instincts last time, and it panned out. I'm gonna trust him again. I got bad feeling though. Yeah, I'm just taking a look at something. I want to see. Oh, that actually looks okay. Like where it's located. Get right under their feet. I like that. Okay. Let's just look at the little bar that's down at the bottom. I feel it's gotta be unstable. This is like winning the damn Super Bowl right now. I'm more excited over this than I was over. Now I gotta talk about that actually. That's just gonna bring me down. Rainbow, Insight, Lipstick, Masker. I'm not gonna click it yet. Infinite, Heaven Sent, Giggle, Vacious. Oh, that's a word. Eternity and Waterfall. It's gotta be Masker, right? Right? Right. Yeah. Question, Hurt, Landscape, Whirlwind, Pure. Effulgent, I think I couldn't pronounce that word last time either. Joy, Hair, Fireworks, and Journey. Hair? Oh, that's not Natsuki, I apologize. And I'll say this much, that's the only voice that I know I can keep up with. The others, I'm not sure if I'll remember them exactly. Treasure, Marriage, Sparkle, Warm, Misfortune, Bunny, Playground, Determination, Contamination. I'm on Contamination. I'm a tad bit shocked that I was out right on that one. Turn up my volume here. Just because I'm worried the game audio might be a little too high. Let me know, of course, if I'm a little too loud, can't hear the game audio, or whatever. Bouncy, Vertigo, Flower, Disarray, Fun, Music, Strawberry, Incapable, Proof, Hurt. It's gotta be Vertigo. Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock film. Amazing. Controllable, Cry. I already made that joke the last time. Explode, Cage, Sugar, Games, Marshmallow Childhood, Romance, Laugh. Oh, man. It's not Cry. That's not it. Cage, though. Is it Cage, though? I don't think it... Uncontrollable. Shoot from the hip and it works. Party, awesome cheer, electricity, flea, special play, disaster, Doki Doki, alone. No, that's Sayori. I guarantee that's Sayori. I like that I'm putting way too much thought into this than I did last time, and that's solely because I'm trying to go down one path now. Disaster, special, flea. Flea could be it. Yeah! Clouds, lollipop, whistle, rhythm, promise, friends, charm, portrait, philosophy, and rose. Let's go. None of these. No. Well, no. Philosophy. Yeah, never mind. Kiss, extreme, melody, hop, strange, shopping, inferno, horror, requited. It's horror. Okay, now we're getting to the point where, like, some of these are getting too easy. Vitality, kitty, lazy, variance, jumpy, family, saturated, broken. No. No, it's not broken. It's not broken because it's Sayori, because I picked that last time and I made a Matt Hardy joke. It's not broken. Jumpy, socks, family, lazy, variance. Raindrops. Okay. Okay. Tone, despise, ping, flying, swimsuit, daydream, climax. Papa, animu, skipping. I feel like I picked despise last time, but I don't remember who jumped. Ha, worked. Feather, silly, fluffy, spinning, forgive. I'm gonna go entropy. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna go entropy. It worked. I legitimately had no reason to pick entropy. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick it. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Man, that was fast. Time sure flies when you're at school. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh god, why did I have to start with the one that's high pitch? What was your... Yeah, it was high pitch, but what was it? Sayori, quit looking at me like that. I'm trying to remember your voice. Oh god, I can't find it. I need to let it caffeinate me. Okay. Whew. Gotta put my very weak voice acting skills to the test here. Again. Hi, man. There we go. She's that high pitch. Yo, Sayori. Oh no, I'm turning into Natsuki. Looks like you're in a good mood today. God, that's gonna kill my throat, I guarantee it. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I got it. That was totally her voice. Self high five. Yes. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. With you. Anyway, there we go. Commas, they're important, folks. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Of course you are. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No. I don't have money. I'm broke. That wasn't the dialogue. I forgot it wasn't the dialogue. No thanks. That's not like you at all. Yeah, I'm always hungry. That's very true. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your... Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that? All of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. I take it she ain't got no money, does she? She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. She ain't got enough to get even herself a snack. Big brain. Big brain. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. Right through you.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. It's that easy. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Wait. Let me do that again. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. There we go. God say, can we get some more characters in here? I need to fix my voice here.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Oh God, Yuri showed up out of nowhere. Huh? Nani? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Matt to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And ain't that... Yuri got life lessons this time around. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Dear Lord. Like, you don't deserve food. I'm just kidding. Ellipses.
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Yeah.
She turned into SpongeBob for a second.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Revolution. Retribution.
That too.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you, Yuri. Don't let her get to this point. She's going to steal all your money and make you live on the streets. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes.
This is very true. This is very true.
So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. The thwap, or pwap, took me way off guard. I didn't expect that sound effect. Okay. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Can only mean one thing.
Ow! What was it? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances down.
Is this a miracle?
Cookie miracles, man.
It's because I paid my restitution.
Yep, that's the word. Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Okay. Ooh, now I get to go back into my favorite voice. I was just gonna give it to you, bro. But then I heard you blab about the fucking cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
God, her voice is literally gonna kill my throat. Sayori hugs the cookie. As you do. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Once again, I was checking the bottom part because I didn't think about checking it. Like with the text up, it should be fine as long as we don't get any really long string of text. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
Yeah, you're going through a lot over just one cookie, brah. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Cheese, bro. Beggars can't be cheeses, bro.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I give you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez, bro, get off of me. Oh, I can't. Oh, God, oh, nasty. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Yep, totally went there. Huh. Hey, bro, did you seriously just do that? I guess that's how that's supposed to be said. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. She went trotting. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. God. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. This seems out of character. Monica should always be on time. She should always be early as a possible presidential candidate. And, I mean, we saw in the last stream, Monica is a good person here. Like, I don't feel like she would miss out on any time in the club. Especially being the president. I mean, she's got duties to attend to. Oh, where's Monica anyways?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. Yeah, nothing. She was on the title screen. Well, wait. Combined like 4 voices there.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's the president. Duh. She probably just had something to do today. Probably like, I don't know, things. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
They think that she be doing things.
That's true.
Man, I feel better about me not having self-esteem. They got just as low self-esteem as I do. Excuse me, never mind. Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry. I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Why is she looking at me? That's my first question. Is like, I gotta fix something here. Monica's face is getting chopped off right now. And I can't do that to Monica. I can't allow Monica's face to be that chopped off, so there we go. Do apologize, Monica, that we were chopping off. You know what, actually? Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Actually, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move on down here. Yeah, I think that should be good. I could probably there we go. Yeah. Okay, ready? You ready for this? Look at that. Yeah, I'd say that's better. Shouldn't cut anything off, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, I don't think I do. So, that's good. I should be fine there. If I'm not, well, we'll have to fix that. Okay, Monica quizzically gazes at me. I still don't think you should be looking at me because I don't know nothing. Never mind that. What held you up anyways?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Yeah, as we all do when we practice piano. It's just too overly loud, we can't hear anything else. You see where I'm going with this?
She's lying. She's lying. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
Oh no. Oh god, we gotta bring a whole piano into the classroom.
That's...
Monica looks at me. Quit looking at me for approval, Monica. I mean, this is a bad idea if you're gonna look at me and be like, you know what, you have to help me out here. This ain't gonna work. I'm outnumbered.
Maybe once I get a little better then I will.
Yeah! That sounds cool.
I'd also look forward to it. As you do. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Matt.
Okay. Calm down, Monica. You don't overdo yourself there. Monica smiles sweetly as she also breaks her back in half. Okay, that's more of an, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that, yes?
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see you. I see now, Monica. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Okay, you missed a cookie being thrown. You missed Sayori trying to bamboozle me into giving her money. And you also missed Detective Yuri. As well as kind of punishment Yuri to using big words. That's what you missed. Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Probably in one bite, too. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet to read her manga. Got fancied up now. Whew. Hey, Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Yuri, this is just like watching Netflix with somebody, and then they go ahead of you, and you just like, whoa, how could you do that? We were supposed to continue. It ain't gonna work out now, guys. Ain't gonna work. She just, this ain't gonna work. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
You know what? I already am beveraged up, Yuri, but not at all. Remember? Sweet tea, Yuri. Sweet tea. Not as good as, hot tea is. I'll take some nice, chilled sweet tea.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet, because that's where they keep the tea. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Got it. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and also fetches an electric kettle. They fancy up in here. They got electric kettles? I don't really think that's that fancy, but,
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I've never heard anyone describe someone as, like, methodical in that way. Because I believe he's talking about the way she's walking. Technically it would be me, but I guess I'm talking about the way she's walking. I've never heard anybody say, man, they walk methodically. It just makes me think they're going to definitely kill you, probably.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
No action of me giving it to her? Oh, come on. I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. That's what the kids probably call it nowadays.
Oh, okay.
I think that was a little bit of Yuri there.
Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's,
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell... Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Matt in club activities?
I don't know why, but that whole sentence just was like a bunch of jarbled words together to me, and I can't tell you why. My mouth gaps.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, man.
Yeah, sure. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri, it happens. Chill. You're good.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri, everybody gets upset. I got upset extremely yesterday. Everybody gets upset. Just saying. And you gotta hate while you're doing things. You look over, you see spam mail. You just gotta hate that now, don't you? I don't know why, but I felt the need. There we go. I felt the need to, for some reason, check Twitter right then and there. I had checked that notification I had. I think you did the right thing. You gotta, I wasn't expecting it, but you know. Get back to where I was at here. There we go. It's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. You know, this is, yeah, I'm right here. You know, it shouldn't be judgy. Shouldn't be judgy.
Matt, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
You got a little tiny bit upset, and that's, we got two total different definitions of what like doing something bad is here, because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. See, me and me are on the same page. Nobody's perfect. That's a song title. I don't remember. Was that Hannah Montana? I'm pretty sure that was Hannah Montana. But that's a song title. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify. I was going to say amplify again. Amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. And at that point, you gotta stand back, because there's a hurricane coming through.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. Then you hate everybody. You'd hate pretty much everybody. What kind of friend would do that? I mean, there are people who have done that. Just could say, there are people who have probably done that.
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Matt, I really like being friends with you.
Yeah. Thanks, Yuri. Right there with you good people. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. And that is literally my thought process right there. That got legitimately awkward. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. We're filling it up with water from the water fountain. This isn't America, so it's probably okay. But like the water fountains, like when I was in school, not great. You had like one water fountain that everybody trusted, and everybody knew that was the good one. Every other water fountain, it was literally, do I trust you to be okay, or is it just going to be nasty as all hell? This is kind of how it went. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Matt, do you like oolong tea?
Are we talking oolong from Dragon Ball, or just oolong tea in general? I'm a big fan of oolong from Dragon Ball. Great character. Gotta love the pig. Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees specifically, not 201, not 199, not 200 and a half, 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
And she's a little too, like, if I fuck this up, oh, it's over. It's over. Everything's done. I can relate to that. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything.
In that case, she'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Look at that, she is all happy as can be. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
I can't, Yuri, that's great, Yuri. What's going on, man? Monica, where you at? Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Matt. It's very endearing.
I will say, having my name in here now is really starting to get weird. Because just like this, I kind of regret putting my name in here legitimately. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Matt, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back.
Oh, she's got back. I mean, is she doing the same stretching that Monica's doing? Because maybe that's the issue, is the stretching they're doing, because that looks painful, man.
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry. I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. My posture's fixed, right? Wait, what is it? Like, they say something about pulling a cord on your spine and that'll help you. It's something like that. I don't remember. It's been too long. But yeah, I have the same issue. Like, yeah, my posture's terrible. I need to fix that too. So I'm down with that.
Yes. I have terrible reading posture.
I have terrible posture in general, Yuri, so we're good.
So that's why we should sit on the floor?
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. How long's that been in there for? It's a pack of small chocolate candies that I kept in from Sayori's candy radar. Was not easy. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. If you hear that beeping and you're wondering, it's dryer going off, so. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time. Each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together. Ahem.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Whew! I get a little hot in here. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. If you catch my drift. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Because, all hell breaks loose at that point. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs, fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. I'm on a diet.
That's okay. I won't take it.
Are you sure? It's good stuff. It ain't bitter dark chocolate. I hate dark chocolate. It's that good milk stuff. It's that good milk chocolate stuff.
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Yuri with the big brain. You're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure? You sure about that?
Of course.
Got these voices, man. They're doing a number. Good thing I already did my commentary today. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another. And then it's just like popcorn. And I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She is zoned in. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. This is awkward, man. This is getting weird. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. She's like, wait, what? sorry. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind, I'm good. I thought for a second, because I looked at the stream and didn't see the name over the text panel, and I was like, wait, am I covering that? No, I'm good. I'm good. Need to quit worried about that. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I think I'm making her too high pitched now. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
Whoa! 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 I think, you know what? And we're changing the title of the stream with the way this is going. Oh, how do you... I guess that's how you spell it. It's not. I was wrong. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna... There we go. That did... Oh, I was right. I was right initially thinking. There we go. Now I think the title is much more fitting than what's been going on here. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine.
Ellipses.
Oh, good. Yuri, I'm gassy. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising, falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. Just like that. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. And there's Monica to kill the mood. Okay, everyone. What? What are we doing? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems.
Matt, you can help Yuri put away the tea set, right?
Yeah, yep, got it. Got you, we down. We gon' do that perfectly fine.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us, because that got awkward. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Seeing as it's time to share poems, there's gotta be some time between myself and Yuri now, because that's just... things were just... Yeah. So, I'm gonna start with Monica to begin things.
Hi again, Matt. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess. You know, it kind of looks a little bit like a really weird old school horror movie, but yeah.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Ellipses. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. But I think her poems are the most romantic.
What?
That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers?
That sounds terrible. I'm just saying. This conversation sounds like we're sitting there and we're like, yeah, you're not the brightest, just saying. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. That didn't even see the text, see?
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her.
Nope. No. You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really? Wait, what?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Wait, what? Okay, I'm not... Knowing what I know about this game, I'm not sure how to take that line of dialogue.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. A dramatic reading of Save Me by Just Monica. Save me. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony? Yeah, cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, granting waveforms. Violet, grading waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. I hate trigonometry. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. What? I get the chalkboard on a turntable. That just sounds painful as hell and I hate it. Playing a vinyl on a pizza crust? Anyway, I digress. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Load me? What is this, a YouTube comment? So much space between that. What does that mean? Why is... I don't know if that means I'm supposed to, like, load up her file or not. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. I don't remember if that means I'm supposed to do something or not. I don't remember. So great poem until it became a YouTube comment, but yeah. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper.
I noticed that. You got this big amount of space and then it says load me. It's like a YouTube comment.
Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem.
Yeah, you're right.
It's almost like magic.
Monica, you... Yeah,
The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Here we go, get the whiteboard ready and write it down.
Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
That's not a writing tip. That's my biggest problem with that. It's not a writing tip, Monica.
You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen.
That's ominous. It's not a writing tip. And yeah. She figured it out.
Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
Monica, you're starting to creep me out a bit.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Monica, you are starting to get kind of creepy. Just because I do not want to do Sayori's voice, because I do not want to kill my throat right now, I'm going to do Natsuki's, because that voice is not that painful. And it's fun as hell. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort, bro. That's good. But I still don't like this one at all. It still sucks. Ah, shit. It's trying too hard to be super serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just it's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at all. Natsuki just said I suck. That's literally what she just stated. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you, bro? What? What are you talking about?
keep your voice down.
You know, Yuri would love this kind of... this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Yeah... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you, bro. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. I didn't even get to read Natsuki's poem! I wanted to read Natsuki's poem because it's always read in her voice. Okay, here we go.
Ellipses.
Oh, clicked on the wrong thing.
Oh, I like this one, Matt. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart.
Go by the heart?
If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
We all know. Take away the other part of Sayori that we haven't covered yet. But we all know this. Everyone knows somebody like this. Everybody does. And man, is it spot on just like those people. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. You gotta be egotistical a bit. If you don't, you might end up hurt. You might end up getting hurt at some point. Foreshadowing?
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
Not really the word you're looking for, I don't think, but...
Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug.
That is legitimately kind of one of the saddest things I've actually heard. Just the symbolism in that statement. Kinda. Oh. Yeah,
And make a nice happy rainbow.
Yeah, I'm happy it ended that way because, whew. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Matt. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
A dramatic reading of Bottles by Sayori. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the safe place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Okay. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Well, that started off bright and shiny and then got real dim and holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. It's almost like this is me speaking.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best.
Right about that, writing is the best.
I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Dear Lord, that went to the extreme there. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I also know people like that. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, there's only one person left to give the poem to. Okay, this ain't gonna be awkward at all. Hey, Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. Ellipses. More ellipses.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Man, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. You see the gulp. Even her hands appear sweaty. Oh man. Her knees are weak. Palms are sweaty. What's the line after that? Is it something on sweater already, mom's spaghetti? Don't remember exactly what the line is. I feel bad about that now.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. Meditation. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself.
I can relate to that.
And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Understandable. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Ellipses. Yuri doesn't respond to that. Wonder why. Ooh. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The raccoon. It happened. Okay, wait. Dramatic reading of The Raccoon. Written by Yuri. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Not sure where this is going. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. My bread was hungry. Yeah, my bread was hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. I'm pretty sure if I get that subtlety right, if I get, like, you know, if I'm reading in between the lines correctly here, and reading that subtext, she just, essentially she's saying she's curious of her knife, and seeing the raccoon was the urge to use it. I think that might be... The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that
glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread's always handy. Am I the raccoon? I feel like I'm the raccoon. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I feel like that part right there was just broken man hearty English. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure that that is the most blatant just force of, hey, yeah, it's easy to read between these lines. I'm pretty sure I'm the raccoon and yeah, oh god. Oh lord. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Hey Moon, welcome to the stream from the Central Community of Doki Doki Literature Club, ruled by Monica, sent here to surprise and review your experience with the Doki Doki Literature Club. Well, hey, welcome. And I quite enjoy this game. I enjoy quite a lot. The story is amazing. And mainly, that's what I'm a sucker for a good story. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Thank you for the follow, Moon. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I can do more than imagine. I think I read those lines perfectly fine. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that's different, that different people can relate to in their own way. Okay, that's you putting the nice way of it there, Yuri. I get it. I get it. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Unusual? Okay. I don't think even people in the early 2000s would have called that a hobby. Oh. Why was the... What was my favorite? You mean who is my favorite? I like all of them to a point. All the characters are pretty good. I will say personally, Monica's probably the best. I did find myself though early on, especially when I first, whenever this game first came out, so when I first saw it. That's why I don't remember like half the stuff I'm probably supposed to do. But I remember Yuri. I was big on Yuri early on. Still like Yuri a lot, but it's always Monica. Oh god, I can't get over that last line of dialogue now. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. You should tell somebody, but, exceptionally, a rare case of all Dokis. Oh, best Dokis. I mean, hey, every character's got a little bit of, I think it's that thing of, like, everybody knows someone of all three of these characters, like, outside of the craziness. Don't forget, just Monica. As it is, as you do. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me.
Well, back in the day, yes, people would make fun of you. Which is very sad looking back at things now. Ooh, God, 2000s, man. Early 2000s, not great.
Don't you have anything like that, Matt?
Yeah, I'm a Jags fan, so, yeah. That plain and simple. Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is represent each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable.
Dear Lord, why's my phone going off? Why you gotta go off, phone? Why during the stream? Telemarketers trying to call me during the stream. I cannot believe it. So I'm here to help you. Pleasure. If you need a tip, an answer, or you request a spoiler only by your approval, I will be help. Hey, that's thanks. Thanks, Moon. Right now, I think I'm good. I think I'm good right now. Don't think I need any help yet. Because I remember good portions of the game, but like I know I'm gonna miss out on a couple of the moments that I shouldn't be missing out on.
After all, I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I'd probably hate myself.
You gotta embrace the weirdness, Yuri. You got to. Look at me. Embrace your weirdness. I'm doing it to people on the internet.
I might be ranting a little bit now.
Fun fact, Sayori likes cinnamon buns. I mean, everyone should really like cinnamon buns, if we're being honest here.
But I'm glad you're a good listener.
I've legitimately been told that, so, yeah.
You're good at a lot of things.
Whoa.
Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Matt.
Oh, God, I shouldn't have put my real name in here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing.
Let me guess, you like your balcony. What a term to use for that. I mean, personally, I just liked Yuri's quiet demeanor. I related to the quiet demeanor, really. Everything else is kind of a plus at that point.
But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling.
And the main reason I'm going through Yuri first is because we had a heavy pro-Yuri chat in the first stream of this. So there was a heavy pro-Yuri in the chat. So gotta give the people what they want.
And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. It's not.
Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival, bro? Don't forget the soul and personality are the most important. Oh yeah, personality's massive, man. Need a good personality. Oh, and Moon, I hope you enjoy my voice for Natsuki there, because I quite enjoy the voice for Natsuki.
Well, sort of.
Oh, do you really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. God! We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Whew. Why, I heard for the first time when I'm homeless. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance.
That's a terrible idea. I don't think anybody here except for maybe Sayori and Monica would do well in front of a crowd. I'm just saying, that seems like a terrible idea. I wouldn't do well, Yuri ain't gonna do nothing, and I don't... Natsuki. Fun fact, Natsuki is actually 18. Is she? Is she supposed to be 18? I don't believe that, really. I don't.
Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too.
So you're just gonna have a slam poetry session? With some snapping?
Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time.
Well, that's good. Oh god, she's back. There goes the voice. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you?
Well, I did.
Do you really think it's that? Let's not say that's Monica. Sorry, Monica. I apologize immensely for that.
Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. Well, why she is not very nice. Only if you wouldn't. Oh, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way. And she was like, there was no way. I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I can never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry.
Ellipses.
But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Everybody put your hands in the middle. On the count of three. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Literature! Or it should have been literature on 3, literature on me. Oh no, I know she's aware. She's always aware.
And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself.
The phrasing.
Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And if those reasons, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do.
Once again, Monica 2020, she is just... Man of culture. Yes, quite. But Monica 2020, she's revving up the crowd. She's getting things going. She's gonna put her political plans into place. I'm telling you, Monica 2020. And the campaign slogan is just Monica.
And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem.
That's a long poem if it takes you 2 minutes. Or, never mind. You're getting into it then.
Then I know you can do it.
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice but to get a little bit of a burp come up. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying very hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but ellipses. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Monica is my present, an astonishing lady. An astonishing lady she is. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna like it though. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright!
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Ellipses.
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I don't know why I couldn't read that. That just... that word went right through my brain. Didn't even stop for a second.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! Yatta! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
That line of dialogue right there. Huh. Fun fact, Monica's name is the single one that is not Japanese. The Latin translates to Lear. Huh. I realized that she was the only one without a pure... I realized Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri were Japanese. It was weird. Now, I didn't take into account that, like, the spelling and everything of what it could have been, but... Yeah, I thought that was... I never really paid too much attention to it, but yeah. Huh.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event of the evening. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way, bro. We're not doing that.
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you don't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life.
this something she's done before? Or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium, as you do. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. So, after image is her word. Knew it! I just never clicked on it. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Snaps back to reality. Oh, man, I've made too many Eminem jokes today. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first person to start applauding. Yeah, you see that? Good job, Yuri. Woo! That's what I did. Whatever. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. I was checking on something there, in case you were wondering what was going on. Exactly. Hey, that's fine, Moon. Hey, everybody needs a coffee break at some point. Sadly, I did not have any this morning. Really should have. Oh, it was a bathroom break. Never mind, that's even more important. What do I think about the last fact? Well, I knew like the three had all Japanese names. I always found it weird with Monica. I just didn't know if it was like the spelling was how they spelled it or not. Like I didn't actually know that it was straight up that was the point. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Oh, hey you, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Did I? Yep, okay, I haven't read this. Getting ahead of myself now. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Moon pulling out the welcome wagon, like saying that.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Ellipses.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Oh, and I will say this much. I apologize if you get taken aback from the voices. This one right here with Sayori is going to be very high pitch. Just be ready.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops up from her chair. Hops out of her chair. Hops up out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. I've been doing this for nearly 2 hours and apparently it's starting to get to me.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head.
This is giving off great advice. Just saying. Okay, you, if you're French, bonjour. That's the most French I know. Don't know any more French.
It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. It has a lot of mods made by... Oh yeah, I know there's a ton of mods. And maybe after I'm done with this and take a look at some of the mods, maybe I will try some of the mods later on, but that'll be down the road a bit, that's definite. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. She said she liked it. She said she liked bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Matt liked it.
Yeah.
Guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely.
Spoiler, Monica is a lady. I don't think that's ever a spoiler.
But it might be the other poems. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Huh. Don't make me go before Matt. It's not like I can't compete. It's not like I can compete to you guys anyways. Might as well let Matt lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki!
It's fine. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing.
I'm telling you, Monica has the best advice. Maybe a tiny bit terrifying at a point. You know, every once in a while, but you know, best advice. Yep. You just missed her earlier. She talked about her piano. That's why she was late. So, yep.
That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going. Call. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Well, why are you all looking at me? Quit looking at me.
Because you're presenting.
Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. 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 Let me see you just jump. Jump. Natsuki gonna sing us some 80s tracks. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes. Everyone applauds. Jump from a cliff? No, don't go jumping from cliffs. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You're like a presidential candidate. You better not make me do that again. God.
Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
That bend to the back, God, it looks so painful. Sadly, Monica doesn't have a route in this game, and you can't express your poem with words for her. This is why mods exist. The people want Monica. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait!
Hail, Monica. Oh, hail, Monica.
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Wait. It's not Sayori. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two. Always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, don't let Sayori hang around. Oh. Why you gotta put it like that? Why you gotta put it like that? How am I supposed to respond to that? That works for this case scenario and for the chat.
It's okay, Matt. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Ellipses? Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? I faded out of Sayori there. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, since I'm taking the Yuri pathway here, and I know what Sayori wants me to say. Like, Sayori's the only one I remember very heavily. Like, I can tell you almost everything that you gotta do for Sayori, but since I'm on the Yuri pathway, walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admit it!
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Oh, God. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Lord. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. I am so happy I changed the title of this stream. Because, man, was it the perfect title to this stream. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Good Lord, I think I will hang myself. Dad, dude, you can't. That's dark even for me. I'm a dark human being. Come on. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? On to some more poetry. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and give it a good old save. Dude, we've been going for what, 2 hours now? 2 hours on the dot, too. With that, I think we're going to leave it here, because I might stream something else later tonight if I'm in the mood to do it. So, I don't want to overindulge myself in streaming right now. We'll be back with more of this at some point down the line. I will say this game, man, this is whew. I love it and I'm terrified of it all at the same time. It's great, but I want to thank everybody for being here. Moon for coming in and joining the party, following and all that. But yeah. So I'm gonna you know what? You want me to save one more time? I'm going to save one more time, and I'll overwrite the save I just did because it was right there. So with that, thank you guys. I will see you guys maybe later on tonight for me, because I might stream some old school stuff. We might be going back to the world of, like I made a joke about the 2000s, but we might be heading back to the 90s.